No time like the present to start everything. Fire up the content engine. Sorry for the rather late brain, do the brain thing. Rather well, sorry for not streaming yesterday like I intended to. I may or may not have been very sleepy, but also, on top of being extremely tired, I generally was... See if things are doing alright. On top of being sleepy, I was also hanging out with my girlfriend, which is fine. We appreciate her. We can afford to make the chat boxes larger. Yeah, that works just fine. Alright. Guess no time like the present. I'm gonna move the microphone just a wee bit. Move that a bit closer, because we're going to be leaning far back away from the mic. Move along that synthetic leather. Time for the banana-shaped fuck stream. Here, let's... slide the mic back a little. Slide us forward a bit. Gamer posture. Okay, so the first thing we kind of want to do is see how we more or less want to let's fix that. We more or less kind of want to make sure that we have or brain's not doing the brain thing correctly. Hi, let's see if we can figure out what type of kobold we want to make this, because just a fun little thing that we're doing is we're making ourselves like a little pink kobold. They are a knowledge cleric. So, just so that you know what we're cooking today. Maybe we can give them like soft lizard features instead of sharp ones like we normally do. Hmm. That just sort of begs the question how we want to do this. You know what? We want to mess with that mouth a little bit. For skeleton phase, we're making them like so. Honestly, we could just do nubs. Do nubs for the kobold. Ooh, we could also do glasses. We did a fuzzy. Last kobold I made had hair, so we can clearly like mix and match a little bit in terms of if you are a goober, perhaps. How are you? That is all, Your Honor. Damn, you really got me. I've been gooberized. Been obliterated by the prosecution. Is that your? Is this your furry arc? Hmm. I mean, I've never been a furry, but I've never been like anti-furry either. So, but fuck it, we're going with kobold. It's our scaly arc. Fuck, I forgot oop, the hotkey I used to reset to neutral on my expressions slightly rotates the canvas. What do we want to be doing with their? Also, thanks for the follow. Distracted myself a little bit, but I caught it. Maybe hold the book like that? Maybe that's how we're gonna be doing this? I don't like drawing books, but I like having characters with books. You know what? It would be at an angle. Because it'd be like... You like people holding books? Well, I like making characters that are bookworms, so... Considering we are making a D&D character. They are a knowledge cleric. D&D? Yeah. Dungeons and Durgans. Making ourselves a kobold. Is it a horror game like Dead by Daylight? uh, well, you see, they just recently added Vecna. You mean that math game? Yes, I do. They recently added Vecna from Dungeons and Dragons to Dead by Daylight, though, and I think it is very funny and goofy. I mean, Vecna is canonically multiversal, so, like, I mean, he could just show up there. I just find it conceptually funny to have Vecna, like, God of Liches, be, like, juked by Bill from. Get juked by Bill from Left 4 Dead. Is like this this guy capable of like instantly killing a person with their mind, like with a simple mutterance of a word. They do not have the math in Dead by Daylight though. They do have the D20 roll though. They have one of the perks and as well as some of Vecna's mechanics. Hey, what's Vecna? Vecna is the like god of liches from Dungeons and Dragons like core setting, and he's a reoccurring villain, and he even goes across multiple Dungeons and Dragons setting. Um, because he's supposed to be like a multiversal thing, like he travels across dimensions to do evil. Yeah, they recently added him to Dead by Daylight, and it is very funny. He does look silly. I love and I kind of appreciate it. It's so like tonally jarring to me that like you can have him and you could have him like um you can have him pitted up against like people from like Stranger Things or like Left 4 Dead or Ash from Evil Dead. Well, okay, Ash from Evil Dead honestly fits way too well. Now that I think about it, it's like Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness is tonally consistent with Vecna. Yeah, and then they gave Vecna a Mori that is fucking Mortal Kombat as fuck. In Dead by Daylight, where it's just like, you know what? I know what I want to do with this arm. Where he just kind of like wills the flesh off a person. Which is like, yeah, that's in his power set. I just find it very funny that like he seems like he's a very powerful. He's a wizard. He's like a straight up like high level wizard. That's kind of his shtick. And I find it very funny that it's just like regular people try to juke him and being able to win. It's like that is just kind of hilarious to me, and I love it. Um, Yeah, no, Vecna's a silly lad. Non-human anatomy being fucking with me. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was going to replace my 100 follower goal with something. Honestly, I think if I get to 100 followers, I might do uh like a more dedicated like month of streaming. That might be like a fun little bit. Have some form of event. Uh, how we can sort of. You know what? I kind of want the head and neck to be a bit smaller. In some ways, like. Question? Yeah, what is it? Can it teleport bread? Vecna? Vecna can teleport across dimensions. He can definitely teleport bread. I think... Yeah, I think instant summons is a spell. That is grabbable by creatures. Honestly, if he wanted to, he can make like a small demi-plane and fill that with bread and take bread out of the demi-plane over prolonged periods of time. The question is, would a guy like that do it? The answer is yes, he can. The question is, would he? Because he is undead and does not need to consume anything. Okay, well, he needs to sacrifice people to feed his phylactery, but, like, that's soul stuff. You need the bread? Well, you know what? I know who to sacrifice. Sacrifice this man, keeping you in the... Kill the lich to steal his bread. I don't know what the holy symbol of this character is gonna look like yet. Also, little lash. Also, we can add some like mammalian hat. You know what? That's gonna look a bit like fucking Rousey. I realize. I do love the bunny ears though. It's just big floppy ears on a kobold. Oh, you know what? Grilled cheese is like Shrek. Does it have layers? You. Oh my god, Rousey mentioned. Yeah. I am vaguely familiar with You know what? Yeah, I realize because I'm giving them soft features and I'm giving them little nub horns, I'm like, I realize I'm unintentional. I realize the mistake I have made. Grilled cheese and Rousey are the same like Shrek. Shut the fuck up. Layered goat man. Oh. You slice into the goat boy, and it turns out he was cake. You know, when I was in high school, there was a girl on my bus that was obsessed with Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life. You know what? We're nuking the entire face. Starting over. I don't like it. Alright. No, Rousey murder. Oh, you know what? But yeah, this kid kind of hits different. I mean, the person I was talking about was very much like wishes to just say things to do. It's like say things to try and get attention, which like, I mean, wanting attention isn't inherently a bad thing. It's just, you know, they're cringe. I like honestly, the goat antlers. So the idea is this is gonna be like a pink kobold. The reason the Rousey nubs. I'm sorry, I realized I was just accidentally making Rousey as a D&D character. I'm like, wait. I mean, it would have been like a pink kobold. So it would have been obviously different, but like, it was close enough that I'm like, wait a second. I still like the... I was like, I could go with bangs. Would dominate D&D, he's a nerd goober. Probably. Oh, you know what? I was like, what sort of hair would I have this person rock? But honestly, that probably mean the ponytail would be more like... This is a world basically D&D, I think. Don't ever play D&D. I mean, he is a little funny mage guy. The thing with Dungeons and Dragons, little did you know, most RPGs have math, you just aren't the one to do it. Also, the math in D&D is simple addition. Most of the time it's simple addition. There are like maybe a couple cases where multiplication comes up, but no like complicated math ever appears in D&D. People just say funny math. Yeah, I ain't doing all that. Hey, but collaborative storytelling game. It's literally just like roll dice, add a number. Most of the time, it is literally roll a die, and then add a number to it. It's like if it's damage, subtract that from health. It's like if you can understand a board game, you can understand D&D. The main thing is that with D&D, it's kind of built so that you're able to kind of just bullshit what you're doing. I love fluffy ears on kobolds. I know they're supposed to be tiny lizards, but well, they're draconic, so they can be whatever. I think after this image, we can go into a different thing. We can give them tiny, like, little reading glasses. You know, the tiny glasses work well. I could have given them big, goofy glasses, but the tiny glasses work really well. We can embiggen this. Become embiggened. The embiggening. Gotta say something controversial. Pizza does not belong on pineapple. I don't like eating pineapple by itself. But also, I'm not really big on using pineapple on pizza either. So, I like pineapple juice. I like it in I like it in a lot of things that aren't like. I like pineapple in liquid form mostly. You know what? We're gonna give him like a little nubby tail. Little thing here for like little metal. You know, we're gonna put an eye on their holy symbol. That seems good enough. Good generic one. Then a little little cloth with some yeah. Question? Yeah, what is it? I made the eyes too. Do you know grilled cheese is good? Well, I mean, I do make it in bulk. Here's the thing with grilled cheese is you can't have grilled cheese like a singular grilled cheese. You gotta have like 3 of it. You need like 3 grilled cheese. Because one grilled cheese is just not filling enough. You see, bread is not part of the meal. Bread is merely a vessel to get food inside me. Grilled cheese is merely the container for which I put food inside of to shovel it into my body. Alright, I think we can move on from skeleton phase. We're not changing too much from skeleton phase, we're just cleaning everything up. Basically going back and making everything look nicer. Not the first and likely not the last. I mean your walls. Oh yeah? Joke's on you. I smash my walls. Joke's on you. You're being vibrated. Hey, yeah. I'm not being sus on main. I've jokes on you. No. I'm caught being fucking sussy. Me slamming my metal bed frame through the wall. Same day shipping. Ah, god damn it. Oop. Overlay changed. Pressing any button on OBS. It's like, hello, would you like to change? God. Damn it, let me just whoop, fix that. So, take a sip of coffee. Oh, you have another question? Ask away. Are you... Well, I am a slime. Yes, I am a slime. Oop. Let me move the mic a bit. There we go. Yeah. I'm supposed to be slime. A irregular one, because this one assimilates it assimilates corpses and pretends to be them. So, there's that. So it's a slime pretending to be my IRL self. Yeah, I do have long hair. So this little cleric, being knowledge domain, is gonna have the fun little benefit of basically being the general utility character. Because they're going to have a lot of the proficiencies. which is probably necessary because a lot of the people I play D&D with like to make low intelligence characters. But I've decided, which tends to mean I play a lot of the high in characters. Your opinion on turkey sandwiches? I like turkey. I don't really care for it in a sandwich. Like I can have it in a sandwich. I'm very neutral about it. Average turkey by itself hater. I like turkey by itself. I like a lot of meat by itself. Though there's a lot of meat that I will eat with other things. I'm just not very, I'm very, take it or leave it when it comes to, turkey. Both the food and the country. Wait, no. Wait a second, that ain't right. Opening up the geopolitics discussion. Hate politics? Well, it's one of those things that's like, it sucks, but it's important to, like, understand, if that makes sense. It's one of those things of like, it's miserable to know about it, but it is very important. I'm not just talking like, just local elections either. It is fairly important to understand the how and why things happen. No one that's currently running I consider a good candidate. Yeah, there is a correct. I mean, if we're talking U.S. presidential election specifically, there is. I do have a preference. I do prefer Biden over Trump because all the mistakes Biden has made, Trump would have and has stated that he would do worse. I don't like Biden either, and that's mostly for the current because despite him being like very good with like workers' rights, like he has done a lot good during his election, but the whole Gaza thing. The you know, kind of puts a sour taste in your mouth. Yeah, I'm not exactly going to be blaming you. It's like there is a one is better than the other instance, but it is very when the quote unquote like better option is currently abetting in a genocide, you're not really yeah, I can absolutely feel why you would be even Iraq situation too. Left a shit ton of equipment. Yeah, that was also pretty messy. Domestically, he's been rather great, but his international stuff has been absolutely atrocious. Depends on what you mean by the whole border thing. Well, I mean, actually, no. Regardless, yeah, because he's not even that much better. Yeah, it's one of those things of like I understand. Honestly, would vote for a corpse at this. Honestly, look, my dream scenario is like my dream scenario that's like it wouldn't happen but I'd love for it to happen is okay, the election happens, Trump loses, and Biden gets court-martialed or like he has to answer for like war crimes. So he's out of the picture too, and it would be his VP that takes lead. I think honestly that's the dream scenario. Which is like unrealistic, but it's one that I would prefer is just he wins, but he has to answer for what he's done. I don't think a politician is gonna get convicted until the hate they get is so overwhelming. I mean, there's been lots of protests. I'm just wondering what the boiling point is gonna be. Because like we have it's like the protests have gone pretty big. Which like good on them. They're doing it for a right cause. I'm not really a college student, so I'm not necessarily applicable for participating, but though I don't think my local college is doing a protest. Not exactly in an area that is good for education. Yeah, I don't like that. I was like, I could add like a little swirly. Be very cool. I'm only looking for, not gonna lie, I'm only looking for the Deadpool 3. I'm not. I mean, I do have like a Fandango gift card that I could probably use. I haven't really been that much of a movie watcher as of late. I think we're more or less good with this stage. Oh, train, doing train thing. And your father been enjoying Deadpool? I mean, they are fun movies. I cannot contest that. They are, in fact, very fun movies. Alright, we're going with a pink kobold. I think the last movie I enjoyed with my dad, like we went to a movie to, was I think the Solo movie, to which both of us disliked it, and so we went to the local IHOP. So we went to the local IHOP on our way back, and my dad had this coworker that went up and gave him. They went to Australia for a trip, and as a souvenir brought back to my dad, they brought a bunch of packets of Vegemite. And we've been meaning to try it. And like after the like Solo movie, we're like, you know what, we might as well do this today. So we went to an IHOP. We ordered just some toast, some plain toast, to try the Vegemite out on, and both of us had a funny grimace on our face, because it tastes basically like spicy dirt. That's what it tastes like. It's like Vegemite tastes like spicy dirt. And so the waitress went up and saw the expression we made and got a bit concerned because it's like, oh, is everything okay? Like you two, like, did something happen? And me and my dad is just like, no, we did this to ourselves. Um, we we did this to ourselves, and we told her about the, like, we're trying the Vegemite, and the waitress was like, oh, can I try? And so we we gave her some, and she got a grimace on her face too. It's like, yep, it's it was a it was a very fun experience. Um, but yeah, that was the last movie I went up and enjoyed in theaters with my dad. Was a movie that we deemed so bad, we're like, fuck it, we might as well try Vegemite. and, and so we did. And it was like, yep, that's tonally consistent. uh, so it's bad, but I'm gonna be real with you. Alright. Oh god, it's the song with the cat and the cat crying sampling. Say the sequels were worse. I think I think people talk, like The Force Awakens, I think was the first one in the sequel trilogy. I think people gave that one too much shit. Um I think that one was acceptable. Um and then uh The Last Jedi was, I would say, not good. It wasn't good. It was just, um but most of its problems came with it being very unfocused. I think Rise of Skywalker kind of like retroactively made the entire trilogy worse. I think that's the main thing. Is I think Rise of Skywalker was so bad that it brought down the other two as well. Because I would have accepted the first two if the third one paid off anything that it was building up towards. If anything was paid off in those first two movies, I feel like they would have been better. The person who was Rey is a good actor. Didn't deserve the hate she got. Finn too. Finn got a lot of hate. I actually liked Finn conceptually as a character. I just think that, like, the writing did him dirty because, like, so, like, man, the writing potential Finn had was so, like, that should have been like a softball, because, like, think about it, he is an ex stormtrooper, like, um he would be a good Jedi. Even if they didn't make him a Jedi, like, even if they didn't do that, the fact that he was an ex stormtrooper could have, like, played really well. They could have played with that really well, like having maybe him have some empathy for the other stormtroopers, and then maybe later on uh, having him like rally maybe some, like, stormtroopers against, I think, like, what were they calling themselves in those movies? The First Order, the totally not Empire, the Empire at Home. I think that would have been really cool if they like played with the fact that he's ex Stormtrooper, like maybe having him sort of dissuade that. What caught you off guard? This track always fucks with me because it's just Rey kissing Kylo Ren. Yeah, I don't think that worked. Yeah, I can agree with you. I feel like that was weird for multiple factors. Uh, we're having ourselves a very. You think you'd kiss Finn? I mean, Finn had a love interest, but well, he had one in the second movie, but she got a lot of hate. So I'm not even sure that like Rey getting with Finn would have been good either. Honestly, I don't really. I would have been perfectly content with her like just not going towards anyone romantically. I think that's fine. I don't think every female character needs to have a love interest. Like, I don't think it's bad for them to have love interest, but like, I'm okay with them just not sometimes. Like, if the romance doesn't make sense, you don't need to do it. Make them female character can be good like the same way male characters can be good. Make them interesting, like yeah. Yeah. Now I'm also in the camp that like female characters get a lot of shit when they don't deserve it. Like there's that. But yeah, I'm also like I also prefer them to be well written too. I can agree to both of these things. Because sometimes the hate against the female character is just because they're a woman, and I don't think that's fair. But I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case with Rey. Like Rey had issues. You know something? Ahsoka so much early on in the Clone Wars, but she became one of the most well-liked characters. Yeah. You know one thing about Rey that I was kind of hyped for before Rise of Skywalker came out. Something I was kind of hoping for. That I'm like, it's not too big of a deal, but I would have thought it was really cool considering how she started with a staff. Like she started with a pole arm. I would have thought it would be really cool if Rey eventually got like either a double-sided lightsaber or like a polearm adjacent, like kind of like maybe a spear based lightsaber to kind of like go back to those roots. I would have thought that would be very cool. Like I appreciate I would have loved her to feel a bit more like a Junker Jedi. Where it's like, here's this like jury-rigged thing that's like awesome. Cause she was like because she was like a little bit of like a, I think Rey could have worked to if more was actually thought out, a better character. Yeah, I can agree with that. It's very much she's in very much the same boat Finn was. Finn was conceptually potent. But I don't think they did the execution of him right. I'm kind of liking how this cleric is turning out. Gold. Basically overpowered character brought over by Game Plus and story mode. Oh, like New Game Plus. Yeah, she was weirdly powerful. In a few ways. There's lots of jokes of like each generation of each generation of like Skywalker being significantly less prepared for their first lightsaber duel. I thought that was a funny bit where it's like, here's here's like 5 minutes. Have fun, kid. Yeah. I have a friend that's a real big Star Wars buff. But they're actually DMing the D&D campaign that I'm making this character for. They're in the gosh dang trenches. I know enough about Star Wars to keep up with them in a decent amount of conversations. I do want to eventually, actually, adjacent, just talking about sci-fi stuff in general, I kind of want to, I might want to reset my Mass Effect playthrough because uh, I'm now doing dual streaming. It's like I now have it's like I now do dual streaming, and I think I can. Because YouTube will automatically save the VODs for everything I do, because I'm also streaming on YouTube. So, you know, fun little thing. To the Twitch viewers, if you are, if you're concerned about missing the VODs, I have, since I've started dual streaming, they're going to appear on YouTube as well. But yeah, because I started doing Mass Effect streams before then, I don't know if I want to continue doing Mass Effect streams. If not, all the VODs are gonna be there. Because I was playing Mass Effect beforehand. It's a tricky question. Keeping the contrast very well. Here, let's do a quick reset of the chat box. There we go. Ooh, I might want to restart doing Kingdom Hearts streams, but that's one I'm not really sure how in the clear I would be. The main thing with Kingdom Hearts streams is that you can't like mute the music for whatever reason, but most of the music is like copyrighted. So I could do what I do here, where I can just put it very low and then it's like set the music very low and then have like louder music playing over it. But yeah, it's a big issue. I think the nail should be the same color as the horns, because they're made out of the same material. Well, I guess I could also make them match the hair color, but I think the horns are closer too. Do right now. Brain do the brain thing. Just kind of vibing. I am, as the gamers say, chillaxing. I am getting funky fresh on that beat. You must help me, for I am being eaten by raptors. They are consuming my juicy innards. I am a freaky, bubbly mess. Let's make that a little darker. Alright, what type of kobold is this? We gotta ask ourselves, what type of design is this? Is it a ooh, or is it a or is it an ara sorta kobold? Is it grilled cheese kobold? No, it's not grilled cheese. It fires bubbles out of its mouth. Lore furry arc. I mean, we are making a scaly. This is actually both furry and a scaly. It's both camps. It has scales and fur. We are technically crossing. We're crossing the two spheres of influence. We're bringing peace between the two houses. For the low price of 100 followers, I would make a cat girl emote for this PNG model. But we got normal, smug, enthused, these two, this, and this thing. Oh, that fixes it. I don't need to do a full rotation. My sleepy emote, my tired emote is capable of undoing the natural one in terms of what these hotkeys do. Make it a little bit more red in terms of the leather. Rain in about 3 hours. We are, as they say, gaming. You should draw buff TF2 mercs next. So, like, the heavy. And that's about it. Draw a scout's head on a fucking massive body. Question? I may have an answer. We are fucking gaming. If you yourself are not gaming, die. Is Pyro a closeted furry? Pyro is an enigma. Pyro might even be your mother. It is Pyro with their child-bearing hips. Pyro is your mother. That was not conflation. That was you inside them. They are a trans mask icon. You know what? That's what we can do. They have scales. Got little funny notches on these. It is time for shading, and by that I mean lighting. I lied. It is a funny goof. A gaff. You stupid motherfucker. You are being turned into a marketable plushie. This is coming along great. Mr. Electric, bring him to the penis explosion chamber and have his penis exploded immediately. Bailiff, whack his peepee. Now we are going to use a funny tool called the airbrush. A secret technique no one will ever tell you about. Bailiff whacks their pee-pee. You have been debushed. Oh. Had a bit of a lag moment there. Woe upon thee. Shading. Simple shading, but shading nonetheless. Fuck your local draconian today. The dragons had it too easy. Bailiff mating press. Ah man, I need to make myself a lock-in shit post emote for this PNG model. Just sus. Yes. Absolutely. We'll do it again. Bailiff, clap them. It is my humble degree, not degree, my humble decree that, bailiff breathe them. As judge, I have dictated that bottoms shall not have rights. I'm sorry you had to learn this way. But serves you right, stupid puppy girl. Yeah, let's clean that up a little. Bailiff, read them a bedtime story. Bailiff, be the mother they never had. That, I think, is a tornado siren. Well, if I die... I get to places by bike. I think it's mostly just windy right now, but still should be concerning. I guess the siren stopped. Huh. Yeah, weird. Look, by the time I would have gotten to shelter, the tornado would have already been there. It's just safer to stay inside for me. Because I get to places via bike. And living in America, nothing is like super close. Besides, most of the places here are built for tornadoes. They've learned their fucking lesson. Or at least built with heavy winds in mind. They may have it's like before I moved to this town, they had like a big thing where like a tornado fucked up all the buildings. And they're like, yeah, so we have since then prepared. They've gotten a little bit more proactive about that, so. You know, honestly, I think looking pretty good. Make like a vague shadow. Crop the canvas. And voila! We're going to... Hello chat, any names? We want to decide on a name for the kobold. Here, let's refresh stuff. No, we're good. All right. Make sure I mute myself. Let's go to Creator Dashboard. Wait. Stream Manager. There we go. Doing much better. There we go. All right. Let's do a quick doodle for this next one. Goober, you come into my house, suck my dick, call me gay. I'll kill you. Your entire household, god damn it. It's swamp. Do Rousey? You know what? Oop. Did the thing again. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll do Rousey. I'm not really that big of... I've never played Undertale. Or Deltarune. It's just that. Alright, let's be. The cultural osmosis is just very strong. Did come into your house and did all that? Damn. I've been having so much fun with that GIF I made. Such a good GIF. Just Alright, we're going to go to the 4. Yeah, we'll do thickness 4. Do we want to do like masked or unmasked? What are we feeling? Nope. What size 4, right? Yeah. On hat. Sleeveless Rouse. Alright. How do we make this goober? I guess we could. I mean, we're adapting it from a sprite. Fuck it. We'll make the body type whatever. Fuck you, you're a twink. And likely a bottom. Therefore, you don't have rights. Careful, Rouse is 14. I've literally never played an Undertale game. You know what? Fair enough. It's a cosplayer. You know, the classic excuse. This Rouse cosplayer is a bottom and has no rights. Look, we're not looting them. We are simply stating that they're fucking short and weak and have no rights. Like little fangs, right? Like, you know what? I like the scars. big scarf lover. When the artist says, look, they're aged up and it's just their design. Just the same design. Looking at you, artist who draw Gwen. Gwen has a canonical adult design. You weird fucks. You know what? We can... You know what? We gotta play into Ralsei's other well-known trait. You know, the other well... Ah, a bot. Can we kill them from OBS? No. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I haven't thought of doing all that. I'm killing you. I'm killing you very hard. Go directly to hell. You piece of shit. You uneducated ones and zeros. You gargling nut. You nut gargling wire, you. You automated asshole. A repulsive robot. To hell with you. Now back to your regularly scheduled drawing a goat. You know what? We need to give him his other canonical. He did this in the game, right? You know, of course he did. Why wouldn't everyone draw him smoking a blunt if it didn't happen? Then we can need an outline of the legs so that we can... Give him the Frebby legs. Frebby Faber. Should we have anything in the arms of this thing? Of this fucking weird goat creature. Nose. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do a thing real quick. Bag. Thing? Yes. I called Rouse a thing. They're not a person. They're not a place. They're a thing. Drawing cooler, I'll say. As in, brought to you by Shadow the fucking Hedgehog as we fail to draw a gun. Kinda just looks like PCP pipe. You know he got that thing on him. All work and no play makes Rouse a cruel, cruel boy. Your boy out here straight out of Lompoc. We are no longer using healing magic, we are using the magic of harming. Killomancy. Hey, what the... Deltarune Chapter 9 millimeter. Toby Fox has decided them fuckers gotta pay. ruining your pacifist run. It's like Garrus from Mass Effect 1. I was playing through that game. Like I've been playing through that game blind, and there's a point where like the good aligned thing to do is to use gas grenades to non-lethally pacify the mind-controlled members of a colony. Use the gas grenade for a non-lethal takedown. So I got like out of the 16 colony members, I managed to non-lethal 15 of them, and I turned around to see Garrus like just like execute the last one with his pistol. It's like, god damn it. And then I got like two or 3 points of renegade for that. It's like why am I getting renegade points? Garrus shot them. Yeah, they have like a little heart. There we go. Let's turn this into a thing. He just like me for real, for real. Yeah, I too smoke big, big blunt. And also, we're gonna fix this bag a bit. I too am gay and do crimes. Jokes aside, this is very cute art so far. Proof of me being gay and doing crimes? Well, that sounds like a bait. Your Honor, the Fed's right there. Nice try, federal agent. Wait. We'll wait for the glasses. And by that I mean fucking psych. Wait. Damn it, foiled the game. Don't worry, Rouse. When you're old enough, you too can join the Mandeville Gold Saucer. But you are not ready. Stupid twink. It is time I executed you. This fucking perspective is whack. Oh fuck, it's the cat on the track again. No, we're skipping this. It is surprising that out of a playlist of 360 tunes, we managed to roll the same one twice. I guess an hour, or well, it's been 2 hours. I love sampling a cat crying. Train noises. Your swagger too great, your bitch too fine. They'll kill you. Balls? How many are we talking? You fool, why do you call it a ball pit? A ball pit would have a singular ball. A ball's pit would have multiple. You linguistic oaf. Nine balls. Cerberus is 9 balls? By the 9 balls of Cerberus. All right, what type of green we looking at? Is he? It's vaguely Miku-y. It has a hint of Miku. Do you know they have 9? I have neutered all 9 of them. It was a it was a massive test of power. Massive test of strength. They gave me a katana and everything. And cool jumping boots. So I may slash at them like it's a giant weak point. Chopping away at each individual nutsack. It's not much, but it's honest work. You know what? We can go a little harder on the Miku. Can you have the 9 balls of Cerberus? I mean, I guess. There are some people who roast balls. I was going to make this a quick sketch, but fuck it, we are coloring this. The world needs to know. I've committed to the bit. Hello, Rouse from Deltarune. Hello, Spy from Team Fortress 2. I feel like Rouse would have the voice of like a younger Otacon. It's a good background color for this. We'll go with like a dark purple. People have been absolutely normal about Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus. They have not done anything questionable. The internet loves an erotic women. Which is why I'll do well. How would you fucking amazing? Wait, no. No, we're going the full Murphy on our gender. Where whatever is going to be the most inconvenient. You know what? Oh, I got a DM. We are gaming. The horns may be pink, but we're gonna fuck around. Ipami has been given so much Rule 34. Yes, plenty. Alright, crack open a protein shake. Yeah, Palm. It's literally because anxious girl. Also clown. The people yearn for the Clussy. It's like when wires get crossed. A lot of people are afraid of clowns, but like sometimes the wires get crossed. Mine's her. I mean, what? When you're deep into my mussy and the girl pulls out a sign that says macaroni noises. Of course you'd be the type to like women who don't talk back. Typical. Words to say to make people fucking weary. I think the stream delay might have gotten a bit big. But I did put the bitrate real high. You guys will have fidelity and you will like it. What's with mimes and making those dang gang signs? Well, you see, it all started in the Reagan administration. moral of the story, the cops aren't your friends. The ADF is not a federal agency. Not yet. Wait. Alright, for the bid, Mother Maria. Need. Yes. Where's the one that pops up on the handle of some guns and on a scabbard my older brother has? This specific image of the Virgin Mary. Alright. We're being low fidelity with the details. Wait. How to unvirgin olive oil. You have virgin olive oil. I am out here with steaming slut olive oil pressed 30 times. Okay, we're gonna take this, make it darker so that you know that the implied Mother Mary. I don't know why I'm committing to this bit so hard. It is Mother Mary. Good enough. That shit post alone extended how long this drawing is taking by a significant margin. Alright, we're doing very basic shading. Also, thing I forgot to do. Check this tech out. We put a layer, we put the pink over that layer, and then we fucking blur tool till it looks like a gradient. Like that. Boom. Then we just delete any excess. Boom. Wait. I forgot something very critical to this image. All right. I put this fucker on the wrong layer. God damn it. Also, for authenticity, cut, paste, boom. Now it's its own layer, and we can move this shit however we feel like it. Crustify that shit. Nah, we're... Boom. Problem amended. Back to shading. All right. Doing cell shading up in this bitch. Perfect. Now we go for the shading. We did the lighting, now we do the shading. Autism be damned, this boy wizard is maxing. This boy can cast a fireball. These grippers aren't safe either. They are getting shaded. Honestly, think this is turning out well. I think there's a little bit of cleanup to do in regards to this. Like that. Just a wee bit of cleanup. You're in my walls? Oh yeah? I'm eating the walls. What are you gonna do? You can't uneat the fucking walls. Gonna eat me. In this piss economy? This lad isn't gonna be making it out of the piss mines. You know what? You know what I can do? Oh, funny brush. Go. Then we do an odd funny maneuver. I think we did good. I think this is an acceptable RAFC. But just in case, gotta lose something to the ears. You will roundify the ears, just do it. There we go. He is the funny boy, doing funny boy things. He just wanted his 7-Eleven on 7-Eleven, which is 2 months from now. Wait, roundify. There we go. We'll roundify this hair. I think that's good enough though. Going to save this as Rhesus Delta Airlines. Thank you everybody for showing up to this weird stream. I think that's where we're gonna end things. With a little bit overtime, but that's fine. I don't particularly care. I'll be back. I'll be back on a Friday, hopefully. If nothing happens, I'll be back on Friday. In the meantime, you can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky co-host, and Newgrounds for art, and then YouTube and Twitch for the streams. Thank you very much, and